What happened to the owl?
That's nice.
Lost in battle, man.
My God, you're a brute. There it is. Right. Looks like on red side, Neutral Forest is the banned deck. As expected, we saw how terribly D-Shift can do against that deck. So it's going to be Dragon Rune versus Haven Rune. Let's see if Vetu can make it work. Remember, it's Storm Haven here on Vetu's side. And based on the mulligans, I don't see no ramp just yet for red. But he might still be okay.
That's right, and V2 actually does have his early game plan, which is a 1-drop into a Beast Call Aria on the play. It's exactly where you want to be if you're playing Tempo Haven.
That's exactly. Okay. Now when you're on the draw, but when you're on the play, thumbs up, man.
Oh,
So,
this is
jam
great.
it.
Doesn't have the bird song, but has Beast Call plus Pinion Prayer for 3, which is also very good.
Now, this matchup, I think, is actually in V2's favor. Very much so. If you look at Red's hand, it's just kind of... It's got some cards in it. But, like, nothing that's super impactful, you know?
Kind of dirtly, and Black
if-
and Scripture is going to be able to take out that Ayala, too, to kind of further stymie the ramp here.
Yeah. So, not only does V2 have the Beast Call, the Pinion Prayer for this turn, next turn, he has Minute into Black and Scripture if he wants it. Or he could play the Globe. It just however he wants to go about it. But yeah, get those cards out there.
What? All of the amulets, all of the time, is exactly what just happened. The Black Inscription on top of this is kind of just like the cherry on top. It's just like, I can keep denying you what your game plan is while also moving forward with mine, which always feels good. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's disgusting. Disgusting. And we know what Ayala has written on it when it's playing Haven. Add 1 Black Inscripture, target Black Inscripture to your opponent.
Right.
So that's what it does. We know better. Oh, that's all. And this Ephemera is put in work. Okay.
You know what's gross is if this board maxes out, this Dragon Rider Ina can actually stuff for an immense amount of damage.
Yeah, that Ina is kind of scary.
That's the one card that I'm like, okay, red might have it in the bag because of a card. That card being, oh my god, damage. Because I'm pretty sure V2 is going to try to race in this situation. I don't think he can afford to just sit back and trade now. He doesn't have any gas left.
I would 100% just throw all caution to the wind. I wouldn't bother trading nothing. Okay?
I don't think you can.
I'm not trading in for no value trade, nothing. Evo face, next turn, Evo face, hope it's good enough. Especially when he's got this Ephemera.
Oh.
What?
Okay. Wow.
What?
I cannot imagine a world if he plays defensively this turn that he wins this game. I don't think it's possible.
I think that damage he just threw away. You can put me on record for this. I think he.
Realistically speaking, though, I think that Ina was going to make him throw the game either way.
Well, I mean,
I don't.
2 turns.
Yeah, I know, but still, Ina is imposing. Plus, playing that Pinion Prayer essentially means that V2 can kind of just not do anything, and it will eat a tiger, but it will eat a summoning sick tiger. So I think, yeah, it's probably best to allow that to happen and kill something that can attack you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, not only did he lose the damage that he would have done, he actually would have dealt 3 additional. He would have done 3 damage. So his opponent would actually be at 12 right now. I think that's significant.
So here's a question. Here's a very important question I have to ask. Why in the world would you deal 1 damage to the 4/3 instead of 1 more damage to face, with the ability to trade next turn and just keep more followers in play for more of an upside with Ina? I have no idea why that trade just happened.
I don't know why that happened. Your guess
Zero idea.
Yeah. Your guess
it's
is
either
as
you
good
forgo the
and
Ina
as
plan
bad.
and you full trade, or you just go face. I don't know about that little 1 damage miss right there, but
Like I said, I'm just as lost as you. Just as lost. Like, I literally have a question mark over my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if this 2 damage comes into play. So here's another trade. I feel like you do have to trade with that Sybil if you're not gonna kill your opponent this next turn.
Definitely have to trade with the Sybil. Let's not be crazy. We do have to trade with the Sybil. But I stand by what I said. I really think the damage that he did not do may cost him the game.
I think it's similar this turn. I would have evolved Ephemera and gone face this turn and not played defensively yet again.
Yeah, he's playing really scared. Ugh.
So Aina is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's only 1 damage away from lethal here. Had he drawn a 1-drop, that would have been over.
G and G. But, well, he hit the Ephemera. Ooh. Well, let's see. What can he do?
This is where it ends.
He cannot kill this miner.
Scorch the light.
Yeah, he can't kill
So now
the miner.
I'm counting 3, 5 damage so far that V2 has missed.
Oh wait, he did
5.
kill the miner. Sorry, evolved.
Yeah,
in
he did kill
the,
it.
Okay. Yeah, so he did do that.
If his
I actually
opponent was at
forgot he had
5 right now, 3, 4, 5, 6, he would have been able to win with this Dance of Death.
Yeah.
Had he just played aggressively this game.
Yep. He played really scared. Really scared. And right now, he has to play the Dance of Death. There's no way he can play that. So I hope V2 goes back and looks at this match and realizes why he lost. If he loses.
He might not lose.
Which-
Now there's only let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage present for red. So not lethal just yet. Okay. That doesn't add any damage either.
Hear the dragons roar.
That kind of does. Now, basically, V2's in a position where he
just doesn't have
Right.
anything yet. This
Yeah,
is
he
what I
doesn't
meant
have
about
any-
running out of gas. If you don't have any gas left in your hand, if you don't have storm followers to back up, amulets to back up, if you don't get your damage in, there's not actually going to be a point for you to get your damage in later in the game. You just have to do it.
Right. Yep. He played really scared, and it cost him. He
He's still
actually
playing
could
scared
have
with this
killed.
Ephemera.
Yeah.
Like, just
he's
no
not
extra
even
damage
trying
being
to-
dealt. Yeah. Well, now Maelstrom
Yeah,
comes
this-
down, Aina
yeah.
comes down.
GG. That's a big girl.
You follow
That's a big girl.
That's a big girl. Okay. Guys, have your
Alright.
hands ready. That's a big girl.
Alright, so let's see if V2, now on his D-Shift deck, can A, win the mirror. Well, I guess he might not even play it right now. I guess you would play the Aegis deck first, just to get the win in, and then run into the mirror. The mirror is going to be an interesting match if we get there. That's really going to show who has played more D-Shift, because that matchup is intense.
Yeah. I think he may just stick with the Stormhaven, though. I don't think
I
that
think
there's any...
this is
I don't-
built to beat D-Shift. This is built to beat it. He's got Minus, he's got
Well,
White Tigers.
he
he's
did
got Amulets.
lose the last time.
He did. He did.
he did lose the last time. So, although it's built for it, doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna get it.
That's right. He also didn't get like a Minu into a White Tiger type of draw, which is what you'd want to see. Well, here's the White Tiger.
Well, he did get White
Mulling the White
Why would
Tiger.
you mulligan? Why would you mulligan White Tiger against D-Shift? Why?
Got a
That's
Minu,
so.
though. I'm not
Tell
going to
me.
answer that question.
Why would you
he
do
did,
that?
He did get a Minu, though. I
But
can't tell you
would
why you
mull
would.
White Tiger against D-Shift?
I don't know.
Well, I need an adult for
So
this.
somebody ask an adult what just happened.
Yeah, I think I need an adult. Can I get an adult answers? Because I
So
don't
Red-
know why.
Red has a great top end of his curve and just needs to streamline lower cost spells for the immediate future here. Now, having access to that Conjure Golem is one of the only ways that that D-Shift actually has to answer White Tiger and Minu. So, very good to draw it here. I would actually protect... Oh, okay, even better now.
Yeah, you Black in Scripture and Pinion Prayer 100% right now.
If that Black Inscriptor
100%.
wasn't drawn, I would have 100% Pinion Prayed into Hollow Dogma to clear that Golem out.
But yeah, this is way better. The next turn he can actually, based on what we see right now, well, yeah, he can bounce that, but he can evolve this, and he could play the Heavenly Hound. Of course, we know it'll probably just get bounced, but still evolving the Minute is very good.
It is, because as we see in Red's hand, he doesn't have an owl. He only plays 2 of them. Again, not a lot of small, cheap followers that he can play to evolve. So if he plays Merlin next turn with Snipe, which is generally what you want to do on turn 5 with D-Shift, he actually won't still be able to deal with this Minute that will continually deal damage.
So I think your top priority is 100% protecting that Minute.
Yes.
Yep. There you go. All right, V2. We're on the right track now, man.
Yep.
We're on the
He's
right
got
track.
the game plan going. He's got it.
Yep. And there is no way for him. Wait. No. Yankee Chimera. That's right. I actually couldn't see the cost of that. Yep. He can do the Chimera Evo trade. Feels a little rough, but he does have access. V2. I mean, he does have access to that that Hollow Dogma, so he can play that now.
Yep.
So he can play Hollow Dogma into the Divine Birdsong.
Now the
Yeah,
question is he going to trade?
I don't think you trade. I think you go face.
Evo face. Evo
Yeah.
face.
Evo
Always and forever.
Dome. Okay, you
Lots
don't
to do.
ever. You have to keep pressure on D-Shift. Anytime that you're taking time to trade with them, you're basically saying, you know what, man? I have
Here's
all
my
the
turn.
time in the world.
Yeah, here's
Yep.
my turn.
You can't be doing that. Can't do that.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, me too. Oh man, I think the pressure's getting to him, man.
I think it
I
is.
think
I
the
think
pressure's
if you, I think honestly, like if you play a tempo deck and you don't play it in a tempo-oriented fashion, that you're either scared or you just haven't played a lot with the deck. That's the only 2 things that I can think of. Realistically, V2 is playing a way that you would assume a competitive player should play. Very smart, very safe. You know, looking at all of his options and things like that. But there are some games where you literally just need to throw caution to the wind and just smack your opponent before they can kill you. I know I make jokes about smorking all the time, but there are some matchups where it's actually important, and this is one of them.
Yeah, this is the matchup where it is important. You don't give them anything. Period. You don't give them anything. You don't give them any extra turns. You don't give them nothing. You don't just... Because the thing is, the damage that you're taking from D-Shift, they're probably going to trade that thing away anyway if they don't have removal, right? You may as well jam his face. You know, I feel like V2 is feeling a lot of pressure right now. And I feel
the good thing is, though, if V2 can survive until turn 8, he will most likely win this game, because I don't think Red can actually deal with any of the damage that's about to come out from him on turn 8.
Well, let's see.
Because we're talking about, again, look at how many Evo points V2 has that hasn't been used to deal damage to face at the moment.
Yeah.
Red could be at much
Sitting on-
less right now, at least at 10.
Yeah, this is actually the second time that we've seen this from him in, you know, because of the last match, obviously counts too. But it's the second time we've seen this from V2, where there's damage that he missed that can and possibly will determine whether or not he should have won or lost the game.
But in saying all of that, he still has a way to deal lethal damage uncontested next turn if Red can't go off.
Well, I don't think Red can go off. Oh yeah, he's definitely not going off this turn. No way. I think Red knows.
Oh, actually, he didn't have any response to the board at all. It's really hard for us to see the cost of everything in hand, but yeah, he just didn't have anything to do that turn.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
Nothing.
Forget everything we just said. V2's the best. He's your man. He knows how to play.
I still think that he was cracking a little bit. Okay.
Of course.
It just happened to be that Red didn't have it.
Yep.
I like
all right,
you,
so
V2.
here's the matchup. Here's the matchup right here. So
versus,
we've talked a lot about how to play against D-Shift, what you should be doing with D-Shift. It's very similar. You use your kaleidoscopic glows to bounce your own owls after evoing, just like you would do with Levi's in the past, just to spell boost and not give your opponent any targets. You don't play your conjure golems, you just don't do it. You don't play your guardians, you know, from golem assault. You just don't do it. You don't give your opponent any breathing room, and you just hope you draw better, honestly. Unless you have like a crazy hand, unless you're like double owl into like, I already have 2 D-shifts and a winning hand, then you just know you're going to win the game, but often that doesn't happen.
I think you just dump the conjure golems. You know you're not playing them, you may as well get rid of them.
You dump them all. You have to get D-shift as soon as possible in this matchup.
Yep.
Or Giant Chimera. Either one. Either one. Giant Chimera will also do it in this matchup. I like that new angle that it has. Giant Chimera is so sweet.
Yeah. It gives you that... Yeah, it gives you that, well, I don't have D-shift, but you're still dead.
Right. Right. That gives you, like, turn 9, like, I can actually just win the game regardless of what happened. But again, if you don't give your opponent any choices or any chances to cast their spells, maybe that Giant Chimera doesn't get big fast enough, so... Both players taking a lot of time on their mulligan here.
I mean, I think there is some serious consideration, but I still think you just get rid of the conjure golems. And maybe even the magic missile on V2 side, because again, as you said, you want to get those D-shifts early. Wind Blast, you're not going to play this matchup.
Right, right. And the only card I realistically think you can keep outside of D-shift is either Giant Chimera or Fate's Hand. I don't think you can really keep anything else. Maybe even dump Fate's Hand, because you do run the possibility of overdrawing in this matchup, and not being able to cast that Fate's Hand early, or even casting it early, might lead to that. And overdrawing something important like a D-shift or a Giant Chimera can be costly.
Now, if we didn't know that that was a picture of Red, I would just assume that he was standing there the entire time with the same exact face. Like, this man is a statue. Okay,
how much time do you have to redraw?
I think it's been a while.
It's been a while. Here? Maybe we're stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should only have like 45 seconds, I think.
I think so.
So I think we needed that.
Well, I mean, I kind of wanted to stay on that screen. I just wanted to watch the animated cards for a longer time.
Well, this actually gives me a little bit of time. I wanted to do this show. Okay, so real quick, it's my birthday, okay? But I only bring it up for one reason, okay? And that's because my girlfriend got me a card that I wanted to show you guys, all right? Look at this. Look at this. I got to show you guys this. Don't forget to eat your birthday vegetables, okay? Don't forget to eat them. You know why? Because that'll.
Are you trying to give me PTSD, my friend?
Perfect. Yes, absolutely. Your fight with Carrot was not the best. This one's Godzilla Carrot, and oh my goodness. Okay, I thought it was absolutely perfect. I love that this morning getting that card.
I went to train in the mountains after I fought against the Carrot, just so that I could be better prepared. But there's a happy birthday that needs to go out to Exodium.
Happy day.
Happy.
Right.
Oh man, I want to tell everybody how old you are, but I think I'll leave that to you.
No, I'm 17 and I'm sticking to it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still underage. Don't treat me wrong. Okay. No verbal abuse.
I'm also 16, female, and from California, so.
Yeah.
Well, at least
That's an old
California.
game joke. I like it. That's a nice little.
See, that was my way of trying to give people hints at what Exodium's age was.
Oh no! I don't even know what he's talking about. What does that even mean?
Okay.
All right, so getting into this game now, it looks like Vetu is going to put things in play here.
Well, he just said, you know what, man? We're playing the cards. You're going to be dealing with them.
So this is another tactic. So I didn't cover this as much because I don't think this is the optimal line of play, but if you overload on things, just like any deck against a D-shift deck that doesn't have answers to what you're doing, you can actually just eke out a win randomly. It is possible.
Yeah, well.
And red not having great answers, leaving Merlin in play with an owl. Oh my goodness.
This is disgusting. Okay.
This is disgusting.
Oh,
So took a gamble.
You know what, man?
And is
Get the
paying.
vomit.
Yeah, you know what, V2, don't listen to anything we say, okay? You just ride the lightning, okay? And you just win that way, all right?
Now, there's a reason we're casters and you're the one playing in this tournament, bro.
That's right. Look at this. Another magic owl. See, this is what happens when you play all the magic owls. You draw them.
Yeah. You play the cards. You do the things.
If I'm in V2's shoes right now, I'm like, oh yeah, baby, this is like a well-oiled machine. Red's over here like, stop.
Am I dead?
Stop it.
Yeah, I think
Please.
V2. I think we may actually see someone break down.
Right.
I think we
To
might
be
actually.
fair, Red just had a great turn there, so you know he's not that far behind, but
It doesn't matter.
maybe, yeah.
No,
I
he
don't know.
is that. He
Yeah,
is-
I'm just I'm trying to positive outlook here.
Oh. Well, that was a very fun game. I'm gonna go ahead. Shout out V2.
It's not over yet. It's not over
I
yet.
know.
There isn't actually a lethal setup for V2 here.
I know that was, but that's all.
I know.
good. Well, actually, it's definitely a lethal.
Oh
That is
yeah, he's already
100%.
well. Never mind. I forgot that he actually got to connect twice with his followers.
Yeah, base. GG,
Face another
buddy.
D shift. That was the cleanest D shift game I think I've ever seen. That was just
I don't
insane.
I don't think I've ever seen a juicier game with D shift than that. That was
quick.
That was poetry in motion.
What
That
happened?
was
Okay.
post in motion.
What happened?
V2 in.
V2
Wow.
out.
No, not
Reg. Reg
Yeah,
gets
red
to
out.
go.
Red out. V2 in. Red out.
yeah, red out, not V2 out.